Okay, guys, here we go again, and this is part two of the fraction review homework for Thursday, April 14th, 2016. It took me a minute. So I'm still on the first page. I'm going to do this last one right here. I'm going to do a few more problems from the first page, and then I'm going to flip it over to the second page. Again, if you're exploring math class, I think I only gave you the first page to do. If you're in the pre-algebra classes, I think I gave you the front and the back, okay? And so I'm doing some problems from both pages, so I'm reducing the work for you in addition to what you've already done in class. All right, so for this one, I have 81 times 7 over 18. Okay, so when we have this one, this is what we need to do. When you have a whole number, you simply need to change that whole number into a fraction by putting a 1 underneath. And so now it looks like I have 81 over 1 times 7 over 18. Okay, so remember, I like to reduce before multiplying across, so reducing diagonally either that way or that way. Now, if you're looking at the green line, 1 and 7 are not going to reduce. Whenever you have a 1 with another number, it's already reduced as much as it possibly can go. But I might be able to find an 81 and an 18 in the same column or the same row. So let's see if I can find that, okay? So again, I'm looking for an 81 and an 18. Now, without not using the first row, you're looking for an 81 and an 18. Okay, no 81 in here. No 81 in here. Well, there's an 81. But was there an 18? Well, look at that. 18. So I have 6 over 27. I have an 81 and an 18. Remember, check to make sure that it's not going to go in any other row. So an 81 and 18. Let me look for the 18 first, because that's what I'm going to run into first. There's no 18, so don't bother looking for the 81. No 18, so don't bother looking for the 81. There's an 18. Is there an 81? No. So that was not going to work. 18? Nope. 18? Nope. There's an 18. Is there an 81? Yes. So look at that. Okay? Whoops. That actually went over to the 2. So now you can do a few more rows of checking if you want to. 18. Notice there's no 18s anymore. Look at this. There's no more 18s. So you know you've gotten down to the lowest that you possibly can. So you could have used 6 over 27. But that means you're still going to have to reduce in the long run. So instead, use this, 2 over 9. So 18 becomes a 2, 81 becomes a 9. Let's do that. 18 becomes a 2, 81 becomes a 9. Now multiply straight across. 9 times 7, 63. 1 times 2, 2. Can you leave it like this? No, of course not. You must make it into a mixed number by doing this. Remember, I'm okay with you using a calculator, with you still showing your work, okay? So now, once I have that, here we go. I'm going to use a calculator to figure out how many times 2 will go to 63. 63 divided by 2 in my calculator. The answer will give you 31.5. But remember, I still want you to show your work with the division. So all you do is take the whole number of that answer, the 31. Don't you worry about the 0.5 or the decimal part. Take that 31, put it up here. Now multiply. This is how you're showing work with division and using a calculator at the same time. 31 times 2. 31 times 2 is 62. Now subtract. Okay? If you need to use a calculator to subtract, go ahead and do so, but I'm hoping not. If I look at this, all I have is 1 left over. So this means now I can make my mixed number. Remember that 31 is your whole number. The remainder is your numerator. Outside of the house is your denominator. So this changes to this. 31 and 1/2 is your final answer for that. Okay, let's see what else I can do with multiplying. Okay, so other type of multiplying, let's see. I'm going to go back and look at this one, still on the first page. Check this out. Now you have a mixed number, right? Multiplying with a mixed number. Check to see if there was any other ones, and there's not. So multiplying by a mixed number, and remember, you can use this example for the front or the back page, doesn't really matter. What you need to do is change that mixed number into an improper fraction. How? Multiply the whole number with the denominator, add it to the numerator. 9 times 6, okay? 9 times 6 is 54. take that 54, add it to the 8. So now you have your 54 plus 8. 54 plus 8, that will give you 62. Keep the same bottom number. Bring down the other fraction just as it is. 36 over 31. Reduce diagonally, orange line or green line, the orange line, and see what we can find. So let me do the orange line first. Can I find a 9 and a 36 in the same row? I'm now looking for a 9 and a 36 in the same row. Remember, don't use row number 1. No 9. Here's a 9. There's a 36. So I have a 3 and a 12. Check a few more rows just in case. There's no 9. There's no 9. There's no 9. No 9. No 9. Here's a 9 and a 36. So that 3 over 12 can reduce to 1/4. See that? So 9 is going to reduce to 1. 36 is going to reduce to 4. And if you look around the block here, there's no other 9. So you know that this is the lowest one. So now you're looking at 1/4, really. So that is going to change to 1/4. Sorry about the sloppiness, but you get the idea. Okay? Now I can go and try to find a 62 and a 31, but I'm not gonna. Why? Because 62 is an even number and 31 is an odd. So it could reduce, but it's going to take me forever to try to find that. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to multiply it straight across and see what happens. So I have my 62 times 4, right? 62 times 4, use a calculator if you need to. That's going to give you 248. And then 1 times 31, guess what? 31. But that's top heavy, isn't it? So you know you need to do your division. Okay, use a calculator if you need to. 31 will go to 248 how many times? Okay, if you did it with the calculator, guess what? It's going to come up with 8 with no remainder. So that means 8 times 31 is 248. And your final answer is simply 8. All right, let me try a few of these division problems while I'm here. Okay, like this one. Look at this division problem from the first page, okay? So when we divide, remember, we never really divide fractions, we always multiply. When we divide, we're going to keep the first one the same. So that's 84 over 35. Change the problem to multiplication, okay? And then flip this. How do I flip a whole number? Well, remember, any whole number as a fraction is just that with the 1 underneath. So now I'm going to flip it. It's going to look like this. See that? So now, of course, we can go and take a look to see if we can reduce 84 and a 28, or 1 and a 35. Remember what I said about having a 1 with another number? That's already reduced as low as it can possibly go because of that 1. But how about an 84 and a 28? Let's see if we can find that in here. I'm looking for an 84 and a 28. I'm going to look for the 28 first because it's smaller than 84. So here I go. Here's a 21 or 28. I don't even have 84 on this side. So who knows if that one's far enough. Let's try to do another row. Here's a 28 and an 84. I got one in that row. So that means it can reduce to 7 over 21. I happen to know that these are multiples. Okay, so I'm going to look a few more rows. 28 is not here. Not in that one. Not in that one. Here's a 28. Here's an 84. I had a feeling I could go down farther. So now I have a 4 and a 12. Guess what? 2 even numbers. So I know it's going to be in here again somewhere else. No 28. No 28. No 28. No 28 here, nor here, or here, but here's one. There's an 84. Why, yes, there is. Look at that. So I have 2 over 6. Guess what, people? These are still 2 even numbers, so I know it's going to be around here again. Okay? So if I have a 28, let me see. So I'm looking for another 28. Oh, but this is telling me it's not around here again because there's no other one there. So now that I have 28, 84, just go ahead and use that 2, 6 and see what happens. Okay? So I have 1 and 3. Let's look again, see which one's going to be it. Remember, 28 and 84. 28, 84. 28 is going to turn into 2. 84 is going to turn into 6. 28 is going to turn into a 2. 84 is going to turn into a 6. Now let's multiply. 6 times 1 is 6. 35 times 2, use the calculator if you need to. 35 times 2 is 70. So I have 6 over 70 for that answer right here. Can this reduce any more? I'm telling you it can, because 6 is an even number, so is 70. Okay, but remember I couldn't find it in the chart before, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to reduce, because I can guarantee you that it will. Okay, so what am I going to reduce by? I don't know, you can only start with 2. 6 will go into 2, or 2 will go into 6 3 times. 2 will go into 70, that's 70 divided by 2, 35 times. Now I'm satisfied. 3 over 35 for that answer. Let's do another division practice. I think I did that one in class. I did that one. So let's see if I have another one that's over here. No more division practice. Oh, there's one. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Ta-da! So now I'm going to do this one for a division practice. I have 96 over 98. Remember, division, we're really going to multiply and then flip, right? So multiply, flip that second one, and flip the second one only. This is what I'm looking at, okay? So now, remember, we can try to reduce this way or this way. 96 and 18 are even numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and try to find those on here. 96 and 18. Start with the 18. 18, no 96 though. 18, no 96. No 18. No 18. Here's an 18. 96. So I have 3 over 16. Can that reduce again? Go down a few more rows and find out. See an 18 in here? No. An 18 in here? No. There's an 18. Is there a 96? There's no 96. Can't use it. No 18. No 18. No 18. No 18. No 18. No 18. The next 18 is here. Is there a 96? No. So you're good enough. So what you're going to do is now use the 3 and the 16. 18 becomes 3. If my line was straight, it would. 18 becomes 3, and the 96 becomes 16. So 3 and 16. 3, 16. Okay? 98 and 49 probably could reduce, but I'm just going to multiply straight across and see what I come up with. So 16 times 49. 16 times 49. That's 784. And then 98 times 3, 98 times 3, 294. Well, look at that. Mixed number, excuse me, improper fraction. So we're going to have to divide. So I have 294. $784. So type in your 784 divided by 294. You're going to get 2.66666667, something like that. Remember, just use the whole number. Now, multiply. 294 times 2 is 588. Let's subtract. 784 minus 588. It's going to give me 196. That's something I can work with. So now I have 196 over 294. And guess what? These are two even numbers. How do I know? Look at the last digits. 6 is even and 4 is even. Okay? But I'm going to leave this one like this because we reduced it at least one time. So I'm okay if you didn't reduce it all the way. Again, this is a fraction review of stuff we've already did this year. And I just wanted to bring that practice back. All right, I will see you on the next video for some problems on the next page.